but he would just find himself on the short end of the stick, whether he was losing the decision himself or just involved in the loss. And then all of a sudden, Chris Rockwell returned here to AWA, and he sort of came back into the life of Gavin Quest. They've reformed their old tag team, now calling themselves the...
You talked about reforming that team. They may be better now than they were about maybe say 2 years ago.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like they're more crisper, more hungrier. Because you guys believe it's a lot more experience behind this team. These two guys have been around the East Coast, have been around the Northeast, making themselves better pro wrestlers, and subsequently, as they become better wrestlers, they become a better tag team now that they are back together.
I mean, these guys, they don't care about anything except winning these tag titles tonight. We've seen them spit at the fans. I mean, Rockwell almost got into a fight with Adolfo in the crowd. I mean, these guys don't care about anybody but each other, and they want these belts tonight.
It was the fight not just with Adolfo, but other members of our fans that resulted in their suspensions as Joe fighting out of the corner. He got caught, though.
Joe Hardway gets caught. He doesn't know the meaning of quit, Joe Hardway. He's going to try and fight his way out of this corner.
Hardway is fighting all hard. Gavin Quest.
Oh, double stomp into the sternum.
And then wisely dives over, takes out Brian Brass.
And Carl Curlin's got to get one of these guys out of the ring. And Chris Rockwell and Gavin Quest with an advantage. And they're using smart tag team wrestling, almost shades of another Express, Midnight Express. As I said earlier, they're cutting off the ring with Joe Hardway, not letting them get to Brian Brass.
Well, it's great smart tag team fundamentals. Isolation. You keep one guy in the ring for a long period of time, deliver lots of punishment. Nice leg drop.
And Brian Brass able to break it up. Also, what you notice, found the intervals between tags between Quest and Rockwell. They're both spending a lot of energy in the ring, leaving that fresh man on the apron. Now with Rockwell getting the tag, he may be the freshest man in this match.
Oh, absolutely. They spent a lot of time. That's the thing. It is isolation. You keep one guy in the ring. You make quick tags with your partner. You deliver the punishment to your opponent. Bring the fresh man back in when you need him, and periodically when you need to, you bring in the other guy in the ring to distract the referee, and you deliver some underhanded tactics. It's smart, fundamental tag team wrestling.
Rockwell over the top rope. Hardway gets caught coming in with the right hand. Rockwell up on the top rope. Beautiful back elbow off the top. And there's a cover. There's one. There's two, and no. Joe Hardway able to kick out at 2. Joe Hardway with the heart of a champion, not giving up here tonight.
Yeah, but Joe's taking a lot of punishment. He's got to start thinking about how he can counter something. Wait for something to be done to him by Rock. Well, there you go. Ask it, he shall receive. Nice spine buster.
Shades of his partner, Brian Brass there. And now is the time for Joe Hardway to make that all-important tag.
A testament to Joe's heart is to be able to come out of nowhere with that spine buster. But now we look to see which is the smarter tag team. See which one's more fundamental. And there it is to start. Watch Gavin Quest here. Whoa. Watch Quest.
Oh, cut him off. I mean, you want to talk about good tag team wrestling? Yeah, it may be, but that's still illegal at the end of the day.
It is still illegal. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? This isn't just a tag team match, Mike Lewis. You've got to remember, this is for the tag team champion. We are fighting for gold here. It is balls to the wall time. Throw the rule book out the window. Do whatever you can in order to win. As Jesse Ventura once said, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Rockwell with a big kick. Here comes Quest. Big forearm in the face, and I don't know, Fallon, how much more Joe Hardway can take as a double face buster. There's a 2, and Brian Brass again there breaking.
Well, Brass knew they would probably be going for the pin. He was ready immediately to come in, interrupt the count.
I don't know, Fallon, if this matchup would have been over or not. Because Joe
right, Joe is taking a beat. We don't know if this guy could have been the end of the match. I mean, yeah, they hit him with a nice double T move, but it wasn't a big-time, high-impact move that could have put Joe away. Joe probably would have kicked out, but you can't take that. You can't take that fact. This is your partner you're talking about. You always look out for him, and that's why Brass jumped right in there to make that save.
Rockwell with a choke now into the cover.
Actually, no, look at this. Shades of the old Von Erichs. He's got the claw.
There it is, shades of Kevin and Kerry Von Erich. And Rockwell now. Irish whip, in goes Hardway. Up and over the top, Rockwell hits his sternum into the top turnbuckle. Hardway, springboard, like Lariat connects.
Again, this is the opportunity Joe's been waiting for, another opportunity. Now the question is, will Gavin Quest again interrupt to keep Joe Hardway in the ring?
But you have to ask yourself, Fallon, does Gavin want to interrupt, or is he waiting for Rockwell's tag? As Rockwell looks a little worse for wear right now. It's almost a double-edged sword for Quest.
It's a catch-22. You want to keep your opponent in the ring to punish him. You also don't want to hurt your own tags. Manual tag, hot tags.
Brian Brass is in and he is mad. Double clotheslines, there's a right hand.
Wow, what a right hand knocked Quest right off his feet.
Quest is able to cut him off though. Irish whip and goes Brian Brass, Gavin. Quest gets caught belly to belly in the corner.
Nice release, belly to belly overhead suplex.
And now Hardway and Brass back up to their feet, as is Chris Rockwell.
I think Quest might be dead.
He might be.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Oh, beautiful move by Hardway and Brass. And Rockwell may be out of it. We may have new champions too. And no, Quest is alive and breaks up that count. Rockwell and Quest looking for their first tag titles. Brass and Hardway looking for their second here tonight. Quest now on the apron, waiting for Brass. What's he gonna do? Oh my, Acai moonsault!
Nice springboard Acai moonsault by Gavin. Quest leaves isolated. You've got Hardway in the ring with Chris Rockwell, who is the fresher man.
Oh, there it is! Beautiful DDT. There's a cover. We have two champions. Two, and no! Only a two, says Carl Kurland.
Rockwell didn't have the weight distributed over those shoulders. Wait a minute, here comes Cha-Cha.
Low blow to Rockwell! DDT!
You know, we've been talking about this match so much, we didn't talk about the Cha-Cha factor!
There's a cover! There's one! There's two!
And Rockwell got a shoulder up, are you kidding me?
Meanwhile, on the floor though, Quest just hit a Northern Light suplex on Brass. Brass is out in front of our announce table. Hardway with the advantage in the ring. Irish whip, he's got him up for that DVD. No TKO!
There's the TKO, Rockwell is done.
Will this do it when we have new champions? There's one, there's two, and Rockwell just able to drape that foot across the bottom rope.
Great presence of mind there by Chris Rockwell, knowing exactly where he is in that ring, able to get his foot up on the ropes.
Hardway says he's going up.
Cha-Cha's looking frustrated. They think this match should be over. Here comes Quest, though.
Quest has got that ankle. Quest has got the ankle of Hardway. There's a low blow. Wait a second. They got up Hardway. Oh, big knee in the face. Right off the top. There's a cover. There's two. We got new champions.
The X Express steal one, and they've got the gold. The Express come in the back door and our new tag team champions.
But yes, they were robbed here tonight. Brass and Hardway had these titles won, but Rockwell and Quest perseverance proved to be the winning formula as we have new tag champs in the Ecstasy Express.